G'day viewers, I thought I'd just give you a quick end of weekend update for Tube-vember and how that's progressing. And I have a really noisy bird in the tree right next to me. I don't know if the microphone will pick him up or not, but we'll persevere. So next week is the first big event for my Tube-vember Odyssey. The locals here in Melbourne are having a little mini gathering at Federation Square. If you're here or can be, want to drop by at some point, we'll be at Federation Square inside at the cafe where we normally are. I made another video showing where that is. I'll put this as a response so you can see the directions. But yeah, anytime from 12 on, we'll be hanging out in there. You don't have to be a video maker, you don't have to be anyone big. Just if you want to drop by and say hi, hang out with a few people. We might even shoot a bit of video and have a bit of fun. Now, someone has asked me how long we will be there. A while, probably till at least around 6. And we've always got this crossover between when younger people who aren't old enough to go out drinking go home, and when older people who want to get smashed want to go and get smashed. I thought, this is the first time I'm throwing this out here, so see what everyone thinks. I was thinking there's a 10-pin bowling alley place in the city that's licensed, so we could do 10-pin bowling, and underage people could just 10-pin bowl and have a bit of fun, and legal people could start to get smashed there, and then we could go on and find a few other places in the many thousands of bars in Melbourne. That's my thinking. So yeah, Saturday the 15th, be there, Fed Square. And the weekend after the Melbourne mini gathering is YouTube Live in San Francisco, and I am flying over for that. Now that's on the Saturday. I will actually be flying out of Melbourne on Thursday morning, and because of the weird nature of international time zones, it's still going to be Thursday morning when I arrive in San Francisco. Like 24 hours later, it's still going to be Thursday morning, which is going to be a bit weird to deal with, and I'm going to have to time my sleeps on the plane, because to fight jet lag, I'm going to have to try and stay awake as long as possible on Thursday. So if anyone in San Fran wants to help me out with that, come up with something fun to do to keep me awake, that would be good, because I'm going to need it. But that also gives the potential of meeting up with people on Thursday night and Friday night, or Friday during the day, and then there's Saturday, and then there's the big YouTube Live thing for anyone who's going to that on Saturday night. And then on Sunday, I'm going back to LA with Corey, Mr. Safety. We'll be hanging out with him for a few days, and I would also love the opportunity for anyone who's in the LA area to catch up and say boy howdy, because I don't get over that part of the world very often, so I'd like to take advantage of it. And then I'm flying out of LA on Wednesday night, and then the time difference works the opposite way, and it will be Friday local time when I land in Sydney. Landing in Sydney, not Melbourne, because the following Saturday then is the big Oz1 Sydney gathering, the biggest gathering in Australia for 2008. Lots of people going to be there. Big fun times. Circular Quay on Saturday is the meeting place. That's going to be wild times, and yeah, hopefully anyone in Oz or anyone who always wanted to visit Oz is going to come and see us for that, because that's going to be a big party. Now, when I am traveling, when I'm in Australia, I'll still have the Angry phone. I don't know if that will work in the US. I'm going to talk to the phone company about staying in contact in the US. If the Angry phone will work there, well and good. Otherwise, I'll try and come up with something else, because I'd like to make it easy for anyone to contact me who's trying to get in contact with me. And yeah, I still use the Angry phone, and I will put the number in the side. I'd tell it to you, but I don't remember it. I just remember that it's got a 69 in it. Yeah, I keep using it. I keep getting lots of fun calls. I'm getting calls from people all around the world. And people often ask me, why do you do it? Just for the randomness and the fun and connecting with people. Give it a go. And people say, oh, do you get many dickheads? No, hardly anyone. And they're seriously so pathetic. If anyone could do, it's almost like I'm inviting it. If anyone could do a decent slam, I wouldn't really mind. But anyone who's ever had a go at it has been so pathetic. But there was a funny one the other day. Someone called, and he's being really quiet, and there's some noise going on in the background, someone talking and droning on. And I thought, someone being a wanker. And I was about to hoe into them and say, well, you know, dude, if you're bothering to call, why don't you actually say something so I can hear you? And he whispers, because I'm in class. It turns out it was a subscriber of mine with the username, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, Rocket278. He actually called from his mobile in class at school. I think he's 16. And he was passing the phone around to his friends going, "No, I called Mr. Angry from YouTube. Say hello." And they kept going. I think they got sprung. I don't want to encourage anyone to do that because I'm always wary of someone doing something and getting sprung for it and then saying, "My inspiration was Mr. Angry from YouTube," and me having to answer for that. But yeah, Rocket278, very funny bloke. That is the first time anyone's done something like that, and I fair pissed myself when I found out that he'd called me from within class. So yeah, call the Angry Phone anytime you like. I'm not saying I recommend you call me during class when you're at school, but I did get a laugh out of it that one time. And yeah, I'm hoping to catch up with as many people as possible. Melbourne on Saturday the 15th, San Francisco and LA the week after that, and Sydney the final weekend in November for the Oz1 gathering, Circular Quay, I think that's Saturday the 29th. Tube-vember, it's the biggest vember that Tube has ever tubed, and I hope to tube as many of you as I can. I should not say that when I'm talking about 16-year-olds calling me from school. That sounded very, very, very wrong. Too late now.